Thank you all. Do we all feel like we know what we have to do to go home and hopefully hand down freedom for the next generation to do the same? I'll just close on a few notes. So what can we do? We started out the night with if it's a republic, if we can keep it. So what can we do? At the state level, we can enforce real balanced budgets, cap spending growth, build reserves instead of expanding programs, and increase transparency. At the county level, right here in Washington County, demand balanced budgets every year, avoid unnecessary debt. At the city needs to hear that too, because I was at a city commission meeting last night where they're talking about an aquatic center that's going to raise our property taxes, which I spoke against because it's going to end up costing us between $50 and $100 million in a down economy. We need to prioritize pay-as-you-go spending, require justification for every increase. And what must the county GOP do? This is where it becomes real, because there is something I understand. So I had a conversation with the media recently, and I asked, why are you all of a sudden reporting on the healthcare monopoly? You haven't been doing that for the last couple of years. And his answer was simple. When the news stops reporting on what matters, when it ignores what is relevant because of money, it becomes irrelevant. And when they lose viewers, they lose what they sell. The same is true in politics. When a party campaigns on fiscal conservatism, limited government, lower taxation, but fails to deliver, we lose voters, we lose trust, and eventually we become irrelevant. So the answer is not to rebrand, the answer is not to message better, the answer is simple: deliver. Deliver on minimal taxation, deliver on fiscal discipline, deliver on limited government. Because the best way for us to lose power is to say one thing and to govern another way. That brings us back to the moral question. A government that continuously spends beyond its means is no different than a father who racks up debt and leaves it to his children. It's not just bad policy, that's bad stewardship. The founding fathers built this republic on a moral foundation, and when that foundation weakens, government rises to take its place. When government becomes the highest authority, rights no longer come from God, they come from those in power. And what government gives, government can take away. So what would the founders say? They would say, you're not facing a temporary downturn, you're facing a test. Because conservatism, true conservatism, was never about managing decline. It was about conserving the system itself. Limited government, individual liberty, personal responsibility, constitutional order. So will we last another 250 years? It's not a question of fate, it's a question of choice. We can continue down a path of expanding debt, growing dependency, centralized control, or we can choose restraint, responsibility, accountability, and putting America first, not just in words, but in actions. Democrats, socialists are not an option. They cannot conserve a system they don't understand. They only seek to expand it beyond recognition. It must be us, the Republicans, but not just in name, in action. So the question is not just, will America last 250 years? The real question is, what will we do, and will we do what is required to keep it? Because the answer, just as it was in 1787, does not lie in Washington, D.C. It lies in states like Tennessee. It lies in counties like ours. It lies in whether we are willing to demand discipline and deliver it. And Franklin's warning still stands. It's a republic if we can keep it. Thank you all. I'm Danielle Goodrich, Chair of Washington County Republican Party, and I'm blessed to have all of you here with us tonight. Let's go and get to work and be eternally vigilant. Thank you so much. God bless you.